Shalom. I want to begin the lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakak. Double blessings and honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Back here with another lesson through the spirit. I'm going to be talking about a video that I came across on YouTube, or Salaki, YouTube, on Instagram. And I'm gonna just go ahead and play the video, and I'll be stopping, so I'll basically be analyzing it through the video, bringing out the scriptures on the points that this guy's talking about, because a good amount of stuff he's talking about is good information, and the things that he's saying is somewhat on point. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bring some scriptures out regarding the points that he said that I heard while I watched this before this lesson. If there's anything else that the spirit allows me to bring out or feels that I need to bring out, then that'll happen. But Lord willing, the lesson be edifying to you all out there listening and watching. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Anonymity on social media. We are allowing people to roam freely on social networks without linking their profiles to a real identity. This paving the way for misinformation. It is allowing people to act without being held accountable for their actions. Force all these platforms to link every user account to an European digital identity wallet. This way, citizens could use nicknames if
Okay, so like I have to make sure my mic was
they
on.
want, but in the case of a crime, public authorities will be able to connect those nicknames to real people and hold them responsible.
So that man right there is the Prime Minister of Spain, Pedro Sanchez. As we just heard, he is pushing the digital ID and personal digital wallet agenda. This is the ultimate beast system agenda, a complete control grid where everybody is tracked and traced with their digital identification and their digital wallet. And ultimately, this digital ID and digital wallet will be tied to a social credit score, as we can hear from Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, about how the social structure is going to need to change.
So I just want to get this real quick as far as that misinformation. Like I've said this before in previous lessons. That term has become more and more popular since 2020, when that term, where we really started hearing that term, misinformation or false information, surrounding what was going on around that time. So, and I don't have to go into that. You all already know what I'm referring to, but really that whole misinformation thing is just to stop the prophets and the elders from pushing this truth, going out on the highways and the byways and the hedges, and basically continuing to expose Esau Edom. So let me get this. And through all of that, I'm about to read in the scriptures that is, it's spoken of. So all they're doing is just fulfilling prophecy. So it reads, this is Amos chapter 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, the Most High Power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. So because we know that this misinformation is going to lead to a lack of quote unquote freedom of speech, they're gonna shut down or limit your access to these platforms, like that official just said. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh and shall not find it. So That would be, I could give an example for that. Like just recently when they took down TikTok right before Trump's presidency, and you couldn't go on it. Those same things are gonna happen to these other platforms, whether it be Instagram, which really more so YouTube is the main one, because that's where the majority of the prophets do their work on the YouTube via YouTube. So that would be that instance. As also regarding the digital ID system or that plan, we've already seen that type of point system within Australia. I want to get that real quick because Australia. In Australia, to access the internet with verified identity, citizens use a digital ID, which can be created using Australian government-issued documents like a driver's license, passport, or Medicare card, primarily through the MyGov ID app. This allows users to prove their identity online securely when accessing various services. And it's like a point system as well. I'm pretty sure he goes into that if he didn't already, or if I didn't already play that part of the video. Key points. Accessing the digital ID is primarily done through MyGov ID app managed by the Australian government. Verification documents. To create a digital ID, you typically need to verify your identity using at least 2 Australian documents like a driver's license and a Medicare card. Strength levels. Digital IDs can have varying strength levels with higher levels, potentially requiring biometric verification like a selfie to further confirm identity. And I've gone into biometric before as well, previous lessons. It's basically a system that they use to gain more information on you or to verify your identity or who you are. One way they do that is, I'll give an example. When you log into your phone and it scan your phone, the phone opens up. Now, me personally, I don't have that. I just use a password, but that's another form of biometrics. The digital ID system allows users to verify their identity online without repeatedly proving physical documents to different services. So they're trying to basically make everything digital, and you don't have to use paperwork and stuff like that in order to verify your identity. Have everything locked up, basically. So I'm going to rewind this real quick to this part.
There is the Prime Minister of Spain, Pedro Sanchez. As we just heard, he is pushing the digital ID and personal digital wallet agenda. This is the ultimate beast system agenda, a complete control grid where everybody is tracked and traced with their digital identification and their digital wallet. And ultimately, this digital ID and digital wallet will be tied to a social credit score, as we can hear from Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, about how the social structure is going to need to change.
I still expect that there will be some change required to the social contract, given how powerful we expect this to.
So a change to the social contract. They are not hiding the agenda, guys. Pedro from Spain telling you that he wants to make it where everybody has some type of digital identification to use social media so everybody knows who you are. That way, you know, if you push any type of misinformation, that might be hate speech, and that's a crime. Book 'em, boys. And
so like he said they're telling you their agenda, so I want to get there real quick. Their tongues to fall upon themselves. And recently, man, Esau Edom has been getting exposed more and more by the day. Do I want to get Esau is Bear? No. It's like, y'all believe it's in Psalm 58, 54. 53. So like y'all need to think. It's like on the tip of my tongue. It's right there. So like yeah, man. I should have just brought it up before. This is Psalm 64 and 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. So that's basically what's been happening in Israel, man. They starting to expose themselves and really just laying out their agenda in plain sight, like they've done before.
Contract. Give
Oh yeah, also OpenAI is one of those companies that's going to be a part of that $500 billion Stargate plan as well.
how powerful we expect this to.
So a change to the social contract. They are not hiding the agenda, guys. Pedro from Spain telling you that he wants to make it where everybody has some type of digital identification to use social media so everybody knows who you are. That way, you know, if you push any type of misinformation, that might be hate speech, and that's a crime. Book 'em, boys. And also, if you repost or like something that is deemed misinformation, your credit score is going to go down. This is the ultimate agenda for these individuals. They are going to usher in this golden age of artificial intelligence, which they will want some type of digital identification, as we are witnessing the Hegelian dialectic play out right in front of our eyes with the immigration issue.
Which I'm not familiar with what that term you just used. Let me Google it real quick. Hegelian. It's a 19th century German philosopher method of argument that uses a contradictory process between opposing sides. It's sometimes presented in 3 stages: thesis, antithesis, and synthesis. One begins by offering 2 seemingly opposite ideas and then arrives at a synthesis of them which merges the 2 into a new understanding. Uses being and nothing, both of which only mean something when defined in relation to the other. The synthesis of these is becoming. Changes in the forms of thought through their own internal contradictions into concrete forms that overcome previous oppositions. So I think I'm kind of getting a hard time understanding or grasping that. I think what he means is when they create a problem and then they make it seem like it's the problem like came out of nowhere and they bring a solution, but they originally created that problem with the intentions of bringing the solution as the actual plan, but they needed a problem in order to push that solution, with the solution being the actual plan. So yeah.
They are going to, for these individuals, they are going to usher in this golden age of artificial intelligence, which they will want some type of digital identification, as we are witnessing the Hegelian dialectic play out right in front of our eyes with the immigration issue. Again, the problem, they allowed open borders for 4 years. The reaction, people are fed up with this lawlessness. Solution, you have the strong man come in to implement the laws that they always wanted to implement. And the way they implement this is through a national emergency, just like 2020, just like 2001. And now we are witnessing this new emergency. And just wait, guys, mark my words. And I don't want to be right about this, but we have to get the word out so people can be prepared spiritually and mentally that what's coming is going to be something that brings down the old system. So then there can be an emergency to then declare a new system from that chaos and emergency where they will implement more of this beast system technology through surveillance, through identification, through security. It always comes by people.
So that's the prophets and the elders' job, is to warn the people, and through that, Lord willing, they prepare themselves mentally or spiritually. But we all know that a remnant is only going to be saved, so we're still going to do our jobs till the end comes. But no matter of warning we do is going to matter if the people don't take heed, those who the Lord wants to. So, yeah.
Of this beast system technology through surveillance, through identification, through security. It always comes by peace and security, and then sudden destruction comes upon them. They promise you peace and security, but they take your freedoms and liberties. And what's
So, yeah, like you were saying, man, they're gonna have to come with something that's gonna be that's gonna have to declare a state of emergency, which is more than likely gonna be a psyop, something they plan, or a false flag, and then they're gonna use that in order to implement that, like you said, the new system, the new world order, the new system. And we know that that's been coming through CBDC, central bank and digital currency, one world government. So, what he didn't mention was the MOTB, but I'll cover that after this video is over. I do want to get this though, like he said, peace and safety. When they say peace and safety. So like your 1 Thessalonians. First Thessalonians 5:1. I can read from the top. The day of the Lord. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overcome you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. So there's a lot more in this chapter. I suggest that you go read that, but like you were saying, man, once they say that everything's fine, we got this situation under control, then they're gonna roll out with some bullshit, man. That's why the scriptures tell us, you know what I'm saying, to stay sober and watch. Pay attention to these things. Because we're not in the dark like the rest. The Wadi Habashim Elsha for that. Lord bestowed a spirit on us to prepare ourselves spiritually for these things that are about to come, and ask for mercy, and to be hidden in those days. Keep us protected and safe.
Wild to me is the silence coming from the pulpits right now with what's going on. Just acting like everything is normal, everything is fine, business as usual. The church is not prepared for what's coming in the times that we are living in right now. The system that is coming at us full steam ahead is a literal beast. And if you do not participate in this new system, you are going to be excluded or imprisoned. And that's why you are witnessing this narrative about the illegals.
So like he said, if you don't, well, actually, let me finish playing that, Salaki.
In this new system, you are going to be excluded or imprisoned. And that's why you are witnessing this narrative about the illegals, that they are going to go after the illegal immigrants as the scapegoat. Just like in 1930 and 1940 Germany, there was a specific scapegoat. Likewise, they're going to go after them first, and then it will go to the homeless, but then it will ultimately go to the Christians who do not want to participate in this system. Look at it this way. They want to make it a law in Mississippi right now to imprison indefinitely illegals who are there, okay? Let's say that passes and that just continues to grow. What happens in the future if you do not want to participate in a digital identification? What if they then deem you an illegal because you do not take that identification? You cannot prove that you are a citizen here.
So basically, he kind of went off on that last part, saying that really this is gonna be taking place during Jacob's trouble. So really, it's gonna affect Jake the most. The others, the rest, are gonna buy into this shit. It's really not. It's really really meant for them to take, and it's for the hopeful elect, the 131 and 44,000, to resist and stand for what they believe in, what we all believe in. So I'm gonna get this Revelation chapter 13 to 10. We can start verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, which is talking about the ancient Roman Empire, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed, which the wound was healed once they came back into power after the dark ages where we were ruling for 1,000 years. So this is the revived Roman Empire. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth and the sight of the men. And that Roman Empire, that beast, that dragon, the system is made up of the EU, NATO, and the EU. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they shall make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. So that image is the beast, is the image is the beast system. Okay? The system that they're, about to implement. Okay? If you take that, you're in compliance with the devil. Esau, Edom, the ones who are going to deceive the whole world. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or on their foreheads. So that's what he didn't go into. He didn't go into the MOTB, which is the RFID CHIP. But that digital ID is something that's gonna that is moving closer to that, because it'll go. I can see it going from digital ID to the C-hip, man. Ultimately, they're gonna wrap that all up into one eventually, so that they can have full control of you. You're gonna be a slave to the beast system, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So, like you were saying, if you resist it, you're gonna be, excluded from society, which is a stand that we are more than okay with taking. Here is wisdom: let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And like you were saying, some of us gonna be cast into prison, and we know persecution is gonna be on the way as well. So this is Revelation 2:10, and this is the last precept I have to bring out. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. So, that same devil, man, the devil that's deceived all, which is Esau, Edom, they gonna try and cast us into prison, man. And those prisons are those FEMA camps, which they have a multitude of those across the United States, man. So shit like this, man. Okay, they got lots of those around America, man. And like the elder apostles have said, it used to be a picture of it, but they're trying to suppress that the information for the times we're about to come into. Because I've seen videos of elder apostle Hart bring that out, so it's all good, man. Esau Edom don't want it to come out, so it's fine, or the spirit at least. So I'm gonna close the lesson off there. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to you all out there listening and watching. I'm gonna end it off by giving, or Salakia. I'm in the lesson off called Hello Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Habakkuk. Double blessings and honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone once again, who taught us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And until next time, I say Shalom Israel, Shalom. And as it reads, man, be faithful unto death, so that we can receive that crown of life. Baba Kashah, Baba Kashah, Baba Kashah, Baba Kashah. Praktial, Praktial Shah, Praktial, Praktial Shah, Praktial, Praktial Shah. Call Hello Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Bashim Habakkuk Dash. Shalom.